You didn't expect me, I can understand. This is a Canada vlog, but I'm sitting in Leicester. Let me explain. So basically in this vlog, I did not talk too much to the camera, and that's the only reason why you're seeing this beautiful face is because I'm going to be doing a voiceover. So guys, I thought it was going to be a little bit interesting because I didn't have any footage to work with because of the vlogging scarcity. So I thought I'll do a quick voiceover and, you know, guide you through the way to Canada. So hope you guys enjoy. So guys, the day started off bright and early. So basically we booked this tour from Niagara Tours and Travels, and the pickup point was from Young Dundas Square at around 6 or 7 a.m. I can't remember. We had, I think, 3 stops on the way to Niagara Falls. So we were on the way, and it was a beautiful, beautiful ride to our first stop because, you know, we were into the countryside, and there was loads of wineries and there was loads of farms and all of that stuff. It was really, really, really awesome. So guys, our first stop on the whole tour was the Pillitteri Estates Winery, and this was included in the trip itself, in the package itself. So what this included was obviously the roaming around the winery, checking out, you know, the farms and everything. And obviously it included a wine tasting. Now, for some reason, I didn't know about this, that apparently you need to be 19 or older to have alcohol in Canada, but so that's why I couldn't do it. But my dad, he loves wine. He loves wine to bits. So he had a really good day. So he actually tasted all the wine. So he had white wine, red wine, and they had some amazing ice wine, which was something I've never heard of, by the way. So yeah, if you guys are looking to do this package or tour, I'll put the link in the description down below. And if you guys love wine, trust me, it's a no-brainer. You gotta do it. So after the wine tasting, after like about 10 minutes from the winery itself, there was kind of like a market. I can't remember the name, but there was a market that, you know, it sold like, well, crisps, apples, like fresh produce, basically like a farmer's market kind of thing. So we stopped there, you know, for like a lunch break, and it was chill, but the view from there, my god, it was absolutely awesome. Go check it out. So from there we left for this viewing gallery. I don't know what to call it, but it was kind of like a viewing gallery. Like it overlooked this area that was downstream from Niagara Falls. So basically imagine the water falling from the Niagara Falls, and when it goes downstream and the water collects in this whirlpool kind of thing. And so basically we went there. The view was absolutely, again, it was absolutely gorgeous. And from there, the most surprising thing of this day happened. Like, I did not expect this was gonna happen for the day. Like, basically, so we left from the viewing gallery. Our driver said to us that on the way to Niagara Falls, there is a helicopter touring company that falls on the way. So whoever wants to take a helicopter ride around Niagara Falls, you know, more than welcome, let me know and we'll do it. So initially, I did say no to it because it was very, very expensive. I think it was about $23 for one person. So I thought it was extremely expensive, but then my family was like, you know what, this was our first holiday after like 15 years. So we were like, you know what, let's just go all in, let's do it, let's enjoy it properly. So that happened. That was absolutely the most craziest thing that happened in the entire trip. That was the pièce de résistance of my trip. Like, I would say Niagara Falls was as well, but this I did not expect. It was so spontaneous, guys. Literally, we decided on the way from the viewing gallery to Niagara Falls, that we were going to do this helicopter tour. But my god, looking back on it, that was the best decision I've ever made. Like, the views were absolutely So after that beautiful spontaneous decision that we made, and my god, it was so awesome. Like, I can't contain myself. Like, it was so it was still fresh in my mind. So it was awesome. From there, we headed to our final destination, the awesome, the legendary, the Niagara Falls. So if you guys remember, we did go to Niagara Falls on day 1. So if you guys have been following this series from day 1, we did go to Niagara Falls on that day when we actually landed in Toronto. We went with our family and friends, but that day was kind of not the best day to go because it was really, really cold and really windy, and just didn't feel all that good. But then by this time we were kind of feeling at home in Toronto, you get me? And then the weather was really nice on that day. Actually, it was sunny, it was hot, so it was really, really nice. It felt good. But oh my god, The views, again, as I said, the views were awesome, but it was nothing compared to what we were about to do in the Hornblower cruise. So this was part of the package that we booked. So everything in this that you see apart from the helicopter thing was booked in advance, like it was all prepaid in advance. So all of this was part of the tour itself. So this included the Hornblower cruise ride that actually goes into the horseshoe. So if you imagine the Niagara Falls, this cruise ship goes into the Niagara Falls, and you can imagine the amount of force. You can just feel the power of the Niagara Falls, like the water falling and everything. It goes so close to it. It's absolutely majestic. Like, I watched videos about it the day before we were gonna go, but this was nothing compared to it. Like, probably my video won't even do justice to it. Like, the feeling of going in there into the Niagara Falls, into the horseshoe falls, like the power of it that you witness it's unexplainable. So as you can see, I did try to record it a bit, but the amount of water that was flying around me, I didn't want to risk it too much, because obviously I didn't want to lose my phone just because to get a shot. This is my only thing that I can do to record, so I didn't want to lose this phone. So I tried to do my best. I tried, even one point I didn't even try to like put my sunglasses on top of my camera just to see if I can get a better shot, but nothing helped. The amount of force, the amount of water that sprays onto you is crazy. But as you can see, after all of that, after the entire cruise in and out, we were absolutely drenched to bits. Like, obviously you would be, like, it's like having a full-on like power shower. So, you know, it was a crazy thing basically. And that was pretty much it for the day, really, because after that we went we were said that, you know, we could stroll around the Niagara Falls Park for like about 20-30 minutes. So we were just roaming around looking at the scenery and everything. So it was really nice. At one point there's this bridge called the Rainbow Bridge, and my family was like, let's go, because this side is Canada and the other side of the bridge is USA. So my parents were like, let's go to USA, let's take a stroll down USA. So I was like, that was funny. So no, we didn't do it obviously because the bridge was closed for pedestrians for that day for some reason, so we didn't. But apparently people do that. I don't know, but people do that apparently, so I don't know. So yes, that happened, and after that, you know, we chilled for a bit, and then it was back home time, because the day after that was our day to fly back to London, sadly. So yeah, boys, that is it for the day. I'm really extremely, like, I can't express how sorry I am that I wasn't able to vlog. I didn't want to vlog. Like, I was so lazy. I'm so sorry about that, guys, because it's all well and done me doing this voiceover on, this is my first time doing it as well, so it's all well and good me doing it, but it doesn't give you the feeling that I was feeling like when I was in Canada. So again, I'm extremely sorry, but I do promise that from now on, whenever I go to anywhere, any travel place, vlogging will be the most priority for me. So, but I did shoot a tiny piece to camera before I ended the entire series, so there you go. So boys and girls, that marks the end of our Canada trip. It's been freaking awesome. Like, I know I haven't vlogged too much, guys. Apologies for the noise, because literally the planes are right there, literally right there. And that's why there's so much noise. But Canada has been literally awesome, guys. I've loved every single bit. Obviously the beginning of it wasn't all that awesome because we didn't know what the hell we're doing. Guys, you gotta understand, this is my first trip, proper trip, in 15 years. So yeah, it's a big thing for me. So in all essence, guys, I didn't vlog much because I didn't want to ruin it. I wanted to enjoy it for myself. Obviously, now that I've done one trip, I know how the whole thing works. So I will be vlogging more the next trip I make. God, the noise these things make are awesome, but I don't want to go inside. But yeah, it's awesome, guys. And if any of you guys are thinking of coming to Canada, you gotta just come. It's awesome. Whoa. Yeah, just come. It's freaking awesome. Oh yeah, it is that plane. It's absolutely killing it. But yeah, all in all, guys, it's been awesome, and I'll catch you guys at Heathrow. Bye bye.